King Arthur, Queen Guinevere, Sir Lancelot. Camelot reimagines the classic tale in an intimate and fresh way.
This national tour includes the Orpheum Theater. What's special, two local boys will have an opportunity to perform with the cast on stage.
Mary McNulty and Tim Rogan are in the cast. Great to thanks for stopping by.
Gotta
this
lead
morning.
it.
Yes.
Nice to have you.
I heard the show was good last night.
Yes.
It was.
Heard you
It
guys
was.
killed
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Great audience.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
One
Here through
enthusiastic
Sunday.
guy in particular. So.
Yes.
Was there that one guy?
Yeah.
The one guy, right?
Seriously.
Were you there?
I wasn't there, but there's always that guy in
Knew
the
it was
audience.
you.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk the difference about this version compared to what was on Broadway for a long time. How do they differ?
Well, the original show actually, when it was on Broadway, underwent a few changes while it was running. So, you know, when you have Julie Andrews and Robert Goulet and the whole gang there, they're making changes as they go. We've kind of given it a little more of a modern twist and really focused on the relationship between Arthur, Guinevere, and Lancelot.
And Tim, still the same familiar songs, I
Yeah.
hope. I mean, I think the audience
And
would want that too.
And that's the thing, you know, when in the things that we wanted to do with the show, you know, I was approaching this role and show as a super fan of the original, and we really wanted to focus on the triangle of those three characters and the songs and relationships that they have.
Yeah, we're taking a look at some of the video from
Beautiful
the show.
costumes
Yeah,
and
costumes are
sets.
great.
Yeah.
But why does this tale continue to attract audiences? And I know it's something that you guys grew up watching, and the music, and it keeps attracting for decades.
I mean, I tell people there's a reason why the show itself is, you know, 50 plus years now old, but there's a reason why the Arthurian legend has lasted for almost 1,000 years now. I mean, depending on when you want to pick it out, but it's a timeless tale. You have this thing of this guy who's progressive, ahead of his time, this intellectual thinker, and then you have a love triangle where you hopefully sympathize with all three people because, and I tell people, this is the show where true love fails. Most of the time, that's the thing that saves the day at the end, and you're like, no, a true love, not just a lust or a fiery romance, but a true love between two people, that's the bad guy in the show, and normally that's not it.
Yeah,
How do you feel following in the footsteps of Julie Andrews? Such an icon.
Oh, I mean, it's amazing. Every role she ever did is incredible.
She
so
defined
it's-
it, didn't
Most
she, have that
assuredly, most
ability?
assuredly. And she was so young when she did it. I think only about 20. So it's really, it's such a pleasure to get to play this role. And as Guinevere, she's, well, to go off of the true love theme, I'm honestly in love with Arthur and Lancelot. So it's such an interesting chemistry to have on stage. So hopefully.
We'd love to hear you
everyone
sing
will enjoy
this morning. We'd love to have you do it. I know you've got some musicians
Let's
here.
do it.
Thanks to them. If you don't mind, walk on over. Here are Tim and Mary with a little help on cello and guitar. Take it away, guys.
No, I shall never leave Arthur. And yet as I say these words, I feel an even greater fear take hold of me. That one day you should leave Camelot, and I should never see you again.
If ever I would leave you, it couldn't be in autumn. How I leave in autumn, I never would know. I've seen how you sparkle when fall nips the air. I know you in autumn, and I must be there. Then could I leave you running merrily through the snow, or on a wintry evening when you catch the fire's glow? If ever I would leave you, how could it be in springtime, knowing how in spring I'm bewitched by you so? Oh no, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you. At home.
That's so nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's amazing how you guys
You're
transform.
tearing, Mary. Are you allergy season or is it the emotion? What's happening
Lights
here?
are so bright.
No, but it's
amazing how you
emotional.
transform into these characters.
Really nice.
And it's emotional.
He's like, yeah, whatever, and she's over here like.
I challenge any woman to cry when being sung that song.
Oh my goodness.
Or not to cry.
Really nice. Really nice.
Not to cry.
May we ask you about the two boys who are performing? Is this something you do with each city?
Yeah, it's so cool. We bring it so I mean we travel to a lot of different cities, but every time that we go to a new regional place, we bring in local kids, and it's worked
They
out
have to go
great.
through an audition process,
Yes.
and so they beat out, you know, all the other boys who auditioned. And Graham and Elliot are so great.
Yeah.
They're so cute and so wonderful, and,
And
they're
what a
so
cool
into
opportunity
it.
to have all these professionals around you and to learn from them
And
for a
like,
weekend.
this one mother, she once said, she's like, it's an awesome thing for the community to actually see part of the community
Yes.
in the show, and
Yeah.
it ends on such a high note with the kids, so it's just a wonderful send-off with the kids.
How long will they be in the show? How long is their segment? How long is their part?
Their character Tom of Warwick is in the last scene of the show, so just a little
Yeah.
one scene, but it is one of the most effective scenes in the entire show.
That's how it closes out.
Will you have any time away from the stage to enjoy the city?
Luckily, with a week's sit-down, yes. So when we have a luxury of actually being, you know, here for 1 week in Omaha, that's fantastic because during the daytime we can go around. But some of the one-nighters, it's a bummer because you have a fantastic audience, and you're like, great, I didn't see any of your city, and this seems like a really cool place. But you know, it's like
Then you forget where you're at after a while, don't you?
sometimes things begin to blur.
Yeah.
But
Do you know where you're going next?
We're going to
Yes,
Colorado. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And then Springfield, Missouri.
But
And you're from
here.
Missouri,
I
right?
am.
Mary?
I
Yeah.
am.
Here through Sunday. Really nice to have you
Yep.
here for that length of time. It's Camelot at the Orpheum Theater. Call or log on to get your tickets to ticketomaha.com. Really great to have both of you here, and gentlemen, thank you for your
Yeah,
time
thanks
as
for
well.
coming, guys.
We
Thanks.
do
Sounds great,
appreciate
guys.
it very
Yeah,
much.
and have a great run.
Well done.
Thanks,
guys.
Really well done.
All right.
In 5 years of the Morning Blend, we've never talked about this subject. Can you imagine in Nebraska? Farm management. What goes into the process? We'll learn.
And how
next.
come you never cry when I sing to you, man?
I do. It's just from agony.
And Breaking Greenville premieres tonight. What one of the stars wants you to know about the TV business. That's at 9:26. That's true.
Thank you, guys.